My name's Stephen Thomas, and I got cancer.
Stephen Thomas was born on February 27th, 1973. On March 5th, 2005, his world was rocked when he was diagnosed with cancer.
What was your childhood like?
It was quiet, and I'm the youngest of five. Yeah, my childhood was like kind of sheltered. My mom sheltered me because I had epilepsy, and I didn't do no sports or anything like that because she was afraid something would happen. Yeah, I was born in Egg Harbor Township, and back then they had well water, and we had a dump in the back of our property where the Egg Harbor Township used to dump, all the trash, and the well water got affected by the dump, and we used to drink the water, bathe in it and stuff like that. We never knew, and so they got city water and stuff like that, and then years later, might have caused the blood cancer that I have now.
What are your hobbies?
I like to wood build and landscape. I landscape since I got out of school. I like to work out, keep myself in shape and stuff like that. And I like to cook. Um, I like to spend time with the kids and stuff like that.
What was it like getting that diagnosis?
It was shocking. I think you go through 4 stages of denial, and I don't know, you're upset, sad, and worried. Um, you're mad, angry, you blame it on things and stuff like that. And it's more shocking than anything. It's hard to describe. You go through. It just gets stronger though.
How did your family react?
They were shocked and denial because I was like the youngest. Uh, sad, they couldn't believe it because not many in my family were diagnosed with this kind of cancer.
So what was the hardest part about going through all this?
When we went to Philly and seen the doctor to get a second opinion, and they told me I would only have like 3 years to live, and I never had no kids then. I always wanted kids. That was the toughest part, you know. Me and my wife fought over. We still fought cancer. We didn't give up. You know, I had a good person to stand by me, and we fought it. And now I have 4 kids now. So then I got my 2 nieces, that I love and stuff like that. So I think I'm doing good. It's been 20 years, so not bad. And then we tried to wait off as long as we could for the do the chemo, and we took a lot of vitamins. I did, and then one day I woke up in the morning and had stomach pains real bad. Went to work, and it got worse. It did. So Elena came and picked me up and rushed me to the doctors, and here my spleen got enlarged from the cancer. So went to the hospital. Uh, then that's when I started to do the chemo, and that was tough. It was when through the first treatments were really hard. Got diagnosed. How I found out is because I had a toe fungus, and I had to take this medication to get rid of it. So I had to go get blood work done every couple months, and then found out because my liver functions, stuff like that. So, but the protein levels were all high, so that's how they found out about the cancer because of the protein levels were supposed to be like a 200, but mine was like 5,000, 6,000. So That's how I found out about the cancer.
And 3 different types of treatment. Which one do you think was the best?
Uh, Probably the last one. It wasn't so bad. The first one was the toughest because my body was full with cancer and stuff like that, so it kind of had to kill all the cancer cells and left the empty spots in my bone marrow. So it kind of was easy to break my bones. So I broke my ribs a few, I don't know, maybe 10, 15 times. Just like, tie my shoes or anything like that. So they took a bone marrow biopsy and find out, how bad it was.
What is the latest treatment, and why do you think it's the best one?
Because this is the best that my level's ever been. I mean, the lowest they've ever been, and I feel much better and more, because this kind of cancer makes you really tired, and so I'm more active than I used to be. Well, the medication I take now is a lot easier than going to the doctor's office and sitting in a chair hooked up to an IV and sitting there for hours, missing work and stuff like that, and not seeing my family. So this way, I can just sit home, take a pill twice a day, and it just seemed like it didn't help me a lot better. It's easier on my body too. The chemo really tears your body apart, and so I think this is the best thing I ever did. Doctor I went to recommended me to go to Boston because he's a specialist in this type of cancer. So I went there. They took my DNA, they did, and took all kinds of tests and stuff like that, and wanted me to come back because I was the youngest person with this type of cancer. Usually they're 60, 65, and I was only in my 30s when I got, diagnosed with it. So from the testing they took from me, they found a medicine they could use for this type of cancer. So after death and stuff like that, so my body will still help our people because I'm going to donate my body to science so our people can learn from, the type of cancer I have and epilepsy and stuff like that. So the doctors can learn from it.
What is life like now?
Pretty normal. I like to work out. I work at public works. A lot of people don't realize I have cancer. I like to try to keep active. Keep my mind off of my disease, I guess. And I enjoy life. I live a normal life. I do. Don't let cancer rule my life. I just like a normal person. Go out to karaoke, go drinking, go play golf. I try to play football with my son. Throw it around. I'm old. I'm 50, so I try the best I can do. But a lot of people don't believe that I got diagnosed with cancer. They don't look like I have cancer, but because it's a mental thing, I guess. It's, if you're strong in the mind, your body will follow, and I like to make it look like I don't have cancer, because I think people look at you a certain way when you get diagnosed with something. When I do tell them, I feel like they look at you different. They feel sorry for you, but when you do have cancer, God forbid somebody does have cancer, I feel like you should just fight it and don't let it take you over. Um, Live your life, because life's short, and you gotta live it. Can't let something like that stop you. Went through a bad thing of depression, kind of pushed everybody away. Now I'm doing counseling now, and kind of taking medication that it doesn't repeat in my head the bad stuff, and doing a lot better. I have a great family and take care of me, and a good support system, so I'm doing good now.